So there are some challenges with doing this. Yes, I am going to include Atomic Wallet, Josephine, but I'm not going to do too much on that. I want to focus on yeah. Well, I'm going to focus on a variety of wallets. So we'll get as much in as I can. And remember, this is just one session. What we'll do is Gerald and I are going to do individual trainings on each aspect of the wallet and different wallets, including the hard wallet for the Descent hard wallet. And then we're going to put them up in the back end of the website. So you will have them there. They will be there permanently. But this is to try and get ahead of that, and so that you've got some knowledge now, so that you can at least make a start on if you haven't yet made a start, then you can get a start, or you can start practicing going into the wallet and you can send small amounts to another wallet. So I'm just going to share my screen. So because quite a few people have got an Atomic Wallet, I will start on that one as well. Now there are certain certain standard things with different wallets, but then each wallet has its own idiosyncrasies and particulars, and so there's nothing is ever exactly the same between wallet to wallet. So with the Atomic Wallet, it's an app wallet, and an app wallet means it's held on the computer. So there's an application, and you can have applications on your computer as well as apps on your phone. Most wallets can be downloaded on both, but not all. The Descent wallet you get only on your phone. You cannot get the Descent wallet on your computer. For Exodus, you can get on both the phone and the computer. And Atomic, you can get on the phone and the computer. And MetaMask as well. MetaMask can be put on the computer, but MetaMask is not downloaded as an app. MetaMask is added to your browser as an extension. So this is where there's lots of little details. So I'll go as slowly as I can, and I'll cover as much ground as I can in an hour. So don't worry if this blows your brain. As I say, this will be recorded, and you can all get a copy, and you can go over it and start building up your confidence. So if I was to download either Exodus or Atomic on my computer, I would go to their websites. And this is where you've also got to be careful. If you're doing this for the first time, you only ever go to atomicwallet.io for the Atomic Wallet. You've got to be careful of phishing sites. Now, phishing sites spelt with a PH, PHISING. They are false. They are false websites posing as the real thing. So if you go into a wallet that is like, it might have Atomic, say it might have Atomic Wallet 1.io. It will look very, very similar to the actual address, where there will be a extra digit added, or there'll be an extra digit removed. So this is where you got to be careful when you're doing a search, if you're doing a search online. once the wallet is downloaded and you've got it right, then you never need to visit their website again. This is only for people downloading it for the first time. So atomicwallet.io. And then it will come up with this screen. It's on my computer. And I always suggest people, if it's available on the computer, I suggest you download it on the computer because you've got more functionality. It's kind of easier to see. You've got a bigger screen, except there's one big exception in that is the Decent wallet. I really like the Decent wallet for the hard wallet, and the hard wallet, we will be doing a full training on that next week. So I won't cover that today, but me and Gerald are going to do a training on that next week. I'm just going to cover the app wallets today and give you an overview of how they kind of work. So once you've gone to atomicwallet.io, you'll see you've got download there in the top right. You just would click that, and then you would click, depending on what computer you've got. If you've got a Microsoft Windows capable computer, you would go for Windows. I have a Mac OS, so I would click Mac. I don't know what these are. They must be other kind of operating systems. I don't know them, but it's usually either Microsoft or Mac. And so I would click on that. You can subscribe or not, but I don't necessarily suggest you bother with subscribing. So well, sometimes it's up to you. You might want to get their emails. Some of them are quite useful and informative, but I find most people won't read them anyway. So then you save it to your downloads, and then it'll come up here, and so look for the up in the top right, it's downloaded, and then you double click that, and then I would put it into my applications. There's an icon already there, so it said replace, so I've just replaced it basically. Then once you've done that, because I'm on a Mac, you got to go to your applications, and there it is there. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new wallet. And when you're creating a new wallet, you need to be careful when it comes to the seed phrase. I'll explain what the seed phrase is. So I would just click that. I'll come up with a password. So make your password so it's pretty strong. Use a combination of letters and numbers and at least one special character. And make sure you've got at least one capital letter. You put it in twice. I accept the terms of service, set password. Now, this is where it's come up with the seed phrase. This is a completely dummy wallet. There's going to be nothing in it. So I don't really care if you can see that, but look, I'm only using this for demonstration purposes. So you would just write those down carefully. Always have a dedicated notebook. do not write them on scrap pieces of paper or loose pieces of paper, because I know for first-hand experience how they get lost. They get caught behind other pieces of paper. They get thrown out by mistake. And it's really just not good practice. You must have a dedicated notebook. And if you haven't got one, go out and get it. Or you can put them into your encrypted password manager. And we will show you how to do that as well at some stage. Encrypted password managers are very useful. So I have I've written that down. I'll click Open Wallet. So that's interesting. So usually with a lot of wallets, they make you write the words back in, or they get you to choose certain words in certain positions just to verify. But in this case, it's just taken me straight in. So that is, kind of not the norm. But anyway, the wallet is set up. As long as you've got your seed phrase written, you're all good to go. So once you're in the wallet, because there's nothing in it, I'm not going to be able to actually send anything, but I will show you how you would send something. Now, there are going to be fish hooks in here. There's lots of little weird little idiosyncrasies when you're sending crypto. So you've got to be very mindful of this. So the first thing I would say, once you're in the Atomic Wallet, first we'll just do a bit of a tour. It's given us a default list of crypto. So it's got most of the ones that we would probably be interested in, maybe not all of them, but so what you can do is you can actually, I think that you can, what you can do is by clicking this balance here, that gives you whether from the highest balance to the lowest or from the lowest to the highest. There's nothing in it, it's not going to show, but you can, that's how you can put all your ones with tokens in up the top by clicking upward arrow is the top, downward arrow will be from the bottom. Or you can do it by value as well. See how as I click on it, the arrow goes from upwards to downwards. And then you can put all your tokens when they first come up at the top, and you're not having to look through your wallet to find them. Those are that's sort of covers that. Also, what you can do is if, say, a token wasn't mentioned, you could search for it in here. So I know for a fact that this is a token called WOZPay, WTK. If it doesn't come up, if you wanted to, you can add it in as a custom token. Now, when you add in custom tokens, you need to go to CoinMarketCap, and in CoinMarketCap, in that particular token, it will give you what's called the contract address. The contract address is how you can manually add in a token if it's not listed on the actual on the wallet. This is something that we do quite often. It's not something you'll be probably doing first up, but it's something I wanted to mention just so that you have the information. So as I say, CoinMarketCap will always have the right contract address, and it will be listed in the second page. When you click on the token, you will find it there where the the metrics are given. I'll try and show you at the end if I've got time. Now what you do here is the next level down. So to move on, this is the swap function. So the convenience of having these wallets with these swap functions makes it quite good, because you can swap one token for another. But you've got to be careful that if you are, say, swapping Ethereum or any Ethereum related token, you need Ethereum as a gas fee in order to help it go through. It won't go through without a gas fee for Ethereum. But then to make it confusing, if, say, I chose BNB, say I chose, here we are, here's the BNB token. The beauty is that BNB will take the fee out of your money you're swapping, but you'll see also that they have minimums. So if you're going to do a swap, the wallet will set a certain minimum. If you're below that minimum, then you won't be able to do the swap. And also the other thing I have to say is when you do these swaps, they are quite expensive. They are not the cheapest way to go, but they are convenient. They are quick. So there's checks and balances here. If you wanted to go the cheaper route, you can go to a centralized exchange, but then the centralized exchanges present other problems, like just getting the token can be a problem. So, it doesn't matter, in this space, it's not particularly user friendly yet. It's just the way it is. And so this is where people will get tripped up. But what I suggest at the beginning, as a beginner, you're just going to buy a token, you're going to send it into the wallet, and you're going to hold. You're just going to hold, and you've got to learn the basics. You've got to start crawling before you walk, and you've got to, walk before you run. So you do not want to start rushing into more advanced functions. The first thing to do is to get used to the wallet and just get some crypto in it, and then you can start looking at other things. If when you're doing a swap, if you go into order history here, it'll show all the it'll show your transaction and the status of it. Now with a lot of wallets, you can buy in the back of the wallet now. You can actually purchase in the back end of most good wallets now. You can only use credit card. Again, it's going to be a little bit more expensive because it's credit card and because it's not a centralized exchange. But you are buying, but you can buy direct if you chose. The other thing is doing this though, the banks are very likely to stop the payment. And I'd say 80% of cases, the banks prevent you from putting it through. But you can try a small amount. I suggest you try like under $100 and see if you can get that through. So say I wanted to buy $200 of Bitcoin. You would just click I accept and continue. And it will probably also make you do a KYC. Sometimes it asks you for a KYC, and sometimes it doesn't. It depends. And I don't know why. That maybe it's a random thing where they just check people, but you can give it a go. It's pretty straightforward. All you do is you just click the buy crypto. See, it's already come up with me to put my credit card in. So you would just simply put your card number, your expiry date, the number on the back of the card, your name, fill that in, and then you can purchase. Click next, and you just simply follow the basic instructions. There's nothing hard about this. It's just like buying something online. And there's nothing peculiar there about crypto. It's just like buying anything online using a credit card, which I hope most people are, reasonably au fait with. So that's the good thing. And you can buy in the back of the Exodus wallet as well. And I'll show you that when we come to that. History will just give you the history of your, usually just gives you the history of your transactions. Another thing with some of the wallets is they will give you the opportunity to stake directly from the wallet. They won't give you everything, but they will give you some things. So to remind you, staking is a way where you lock up your tokens to earn a passive income. And like everything, it has a risk. There's a risk of you making a mistake. There's a risk of you, maybe there's a risk of losing the money somehow. Maybe the company that you're staking it with. Usually when you're staking with a node holder. The node holders are the ones that secure the network. That's how they create the decentralization. And they have often the job of managing the stakes. So if you wanted to, you could choose to stake some. It's up to you whether you do it. I do it sometimes, and other times I don't. It depends how I feel. And it depends on what the percentage is. These percentages are annual return. And a lot of these are fairly minor tokens that I wouldn't even bother with anyway. Solana's there, it's a good token. It's 7.5%. You've got Flare in there, but I don't suggest you stake Flare. You can often get a much better return on a lot of these tokens elsewhere, and safe as well. So, but just so you know that it's there, if you wanted to give it a go. But generally, I don't do it generally. This is where you can hold NFTs. That's something we will cover in another time. I don't hold NFTs in these type of wallets. I will usually hold my NFT in the MetaMask wallet. Then you got settings. You've got the security up here. This is where you could change your password. Then you go to the private keys. And this is how if you did lose your seed phrase for any reason, and as long as you still got access to the wallet, you can actually get them to show you your seed phrase. So that's actually quite good. That's quite good. But if you had your computer stolen and you lost your seed phrase, you will lose your money. So, but if you've got your seed phrase and you've had your computer stolen, then you would simply just download another wallet. And instead of creating a new wallet, it's called importing. You would import an existing wallet. Or sometimes it's called restore from existing wallet. So either import or restore. And that's what you do if you wanted to put it onto your phone. So say you've downloaded this wallet on your computer, then you can go to the App Store, the regular Android App Store or the regular Apple Store. You find the Exodus wallet or the Atomic wallet, whatever it is, and then you would import the wallet from there, and you would simply put in your seed phrase, and it will bring up your existing wallet. So then you've got it both on your phone and your computer. And as I say, most wallets will allow you to do that. It's quite handy if you're on the go. But if for simplicity's sakes, probably best to just keep it on one device, and generally keep it on your computer if you've got that option. Yeah, so basically, I don't suggest bother using these cashbacks. This is their own. This is the Atomic's own token, and it's not a token I'd be interested in, to be honest. The other beautiful thing about Exodus and Atomic is you actually get support. Now, that's not always, you're not always going to get support in crypto, but they have got quite good support. And so you can contact them by, just click on that and it will order, you just put your email in and then you can send off your message. They've got video tutorials in there. They've got their knowledge base. So I suggest you go into this area and equate yourself with their tutorials, and they will cover everything. If there's any little thing that I miss, they will cover it. And they're also on social media. So, you've got tons of support here. So there's no excuse why you can't figure it out. And if all else fails, you can always ask us as well. But I really want you to start figuring it out yourself so that you are self-sufficient in this. I mean, I'm not always going to be available to help you, and I don't want you to be dependent upon me. So, and the same with Exodus. We'll go into that next. So basically, if I wanted to send a token, say I had and I wanted to get it out of here and I wanted to send it somewhere else, say I had Litecoin, you see how the little hand comes up, you just click on the token, and if you were going to receive Litecoin from another token, from another wallet, you would click send. I'm sorry. I'm getting myself confused. If I go back in it, if I wanted to receive Litecoin from another wallet, I'd click receive. So sorry about that. And then when it comes to activate, you just activate the token. That's your address. And you never try to copy it by copying and pasting that. You just click copy. Or sometimes it has the little squares at the end and you click the copy squares. You never try to copy and paste manually. If you slid too far and you got a bit of extra space, you're liable not to receive your money. So you just simply click copy. That is now on your clipboard, which means it's like it's like an imaginary clipboard, but it's held in my copy function. And then I would go to the wallet that I'm sending it from, and I would insert it there where it says the address to send a token. This is the part that does freak people out a bit. So, but it's just a little bit of practice. That's why sometimes it's a good idea to practice sending micro amounts from one wallet to another just to get the hang of it. And I always suggest first time up, you do a small amount anyway to test it. Never send your whole balance when you're doing a send for the first time, just to make sure that you're getting it right. So if I then go, so this wallet it's not always intuitive as to where to go next, but see the X up here? I could X that off and it takes me back. So look for the X's. And then if you wanted to send, obviously you click send. And you know how I just said that if you're receiving Litecoin, then you would be putting the address up here. Well, this is where it would go. So now, but because we're sending it, the recipient wallet address would be what I paste in here. This is where you paste the address. And because I put it on the clipboard, there it is. So that would be sending it to myself, but imagine that I was sending it to another wallet. That's where it goes. And then you can put the amount in, like, see up here, it says LTC. You could put the amount of Litecoin in that line, or you could put the USD equivalent on the second line. And then or if you wanted to send all of what you hold, you could just click send all. But as I say, I don't recommend you do that, not the first time, not till you got the hang of it. It's like anything. Once you've done it a few times, then it suddenly becomes second nature. It's really not scary once you've done it a couple of times. And once you've put that in, this send bar will light up. And as I say, if you need a gas fee, it won't send, and it will give you a message saying you need X amount of a token, whatever it is. If it's usually it'll be ETH. Usually it'll be ETH, because any token that's that's actually created on the Ethereum blockchain will take Ethereum. That's why the Ethereum token is quite high in price, because a lot of people have to buy it for the fees to send and receive. So yeah, so that's really important to know. You're gonna come up against this at some stage. So I'm just preempting it by telling you in advance. So if something doesn't send or you have a problem, it's liable to be the fee. And like I say, it'll give you a message telling you what you need. So then you're either going to have to buy the token you need by going into buy crypto, or you could buy, what I suggest is you buy at least a couple of $100 worth of USD if you can afford it, and have it in your wallet as a float. And if you've got a little float, then that's going to make it a lot easier for you. It will make it tons easier. So that's basically Atomic Wallet. It just sort of gives you a basic understanding of the wallet. Over here, they've got the exit. So I'll exit out of there now, and we'll go into the next wallet. So the next wallet is Exodus. And as I showed you before, this is the address for Exodus. It's a good wallet. It's a good, safe wallet. It's perfectly safe. It's, the hard wallets are obviously the ultimate, but hard wallets have a disadvantage, just like app wallets. App wallets are really good if you're wanting to do a few transactions, you want to do some swapping, nice and easy, and you can use it as if you say, it's good to have a little as a general wallet for learning initially. Great to have the app wallet for learning and holding your smaller amounts. Whereas the hard wallet is really good for longer term hold. You put them in there for safekeeping, much like you would put, say, your valuables in a safe. You're putting them away for some duration. So that's where the hold wallets or hard wallets are very good. But I do suggest that you get to download at least an Atomic or an Exodus as well, just to get the hang of it. It's just nothing else. It's great experience. Just getting the deal, get used to it. And the website for Exodus is just exodus.com. It's just, there it is up the top, exodus.com. And then I'll do the same as what I did with Atomic. I would click download, And then I would, over here, you've got download Exodus. You click it, and then it will give you, download Windows, Mac, Intel, Mac, Apple Silicon, and you've got Linux as well. I'm not too sure on the differences, to be honest. And I downloaded on mine on a Mac Intel. So yeah, if you're not sure, just Google it. Just search it up. Just ask the question, because that's what the search engines are for. To ask all these questions will be answered on Brave or Google. I've already downloaded this wallet, so I can't do it again. This is already on this computer. So what I'll do is, but when you download Exodus, it will not give you the seed phrase like it did for Atomic when you downloaded it. When you're installing it, it will open the wallet straight up. You have to go back into the wallet to do the seed phrase. So that's where there's a difference already. There's quite a major difference. And you must back up your wallet with the seed phrase. You must do that. It's absolutely imperative if you want to protect your money. Do not download an Exodus and forget to do that. So what I got to do is I'll show you where you do that. So I've got my Exodus open here. I have got a little bit of money in this one. It's another dummy wallet, but it's got a bit of XRP in it. So once you've downloaded it, up here in the top right-hand corner, you've got settings, and you go into settings, and then along the top here, see if I hover over them, it lights up these links, and you go to backup. So you must, if you've already got an Exodus and you're not sure if you've downloaded it, if you've backed it up or not, I suggest you go and do this. And then you click on that, and if it's done, it will say recovery phase view, and you can view the recovery phase. So that I've already done that. And over here, you can also change your password. You can reset the password if you want. Okay, so that's super important. It's a bit counterintuitive, because once you download it, you think, oh, I'm done. And it's not quite as simple as that. You need to make sure that you do this before you put any money into your wallet. Once you have done that, then you're good to go. If you go into security, this is what auto locks the wallet. So like if I walked away, this will automatically lock after 15 minutes. And so that's a good security function. So you might want to, you could do it never, but I don't suggest you do that. I set mine for 15 minutes, but you could set it for 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. Personalize. This is where you kind of, I suggest you put your auto updates on when you start it up. That just saves you a bit of time. Here you've got your currency, usually set to US dollars, because everything is quoted in US dollars. Portfolios, like I'm not sure what that is for. I think that's where you can set up separate portfolios within the one wallet, but I'm not sure how to do that. But it's something that, I'm not sure, to be honest. But basically just use the one wallet. We'll get fancier as we go along. But the basics is the first thing. We've got to do things in that order. And advanced wallet mode. I'm not sure what this is. This is kind of a new thing they've put in. I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. Let's just work with the basic wallet as they got. So what you've got here is then you've got devices, sync wallets, and access on multiple device. I wouldn't use that at this point. The best way to sync it is just to download the app and import it to your phone. I don't suggest syncing across other things. I don't believe in doing anything I don't know about or don't understand. So never venture into territory where you are completely not understanding what you're doing. Just work within the bounds of your own limitations. This is where you can actually connect a wallet called a Trezor, which is another hard wallet. What you do is you plug the Trezor into your computer and you fiddle around with it, and then it can help to shield your transactions. But that's a bit tricky. I recommend just getting the Decent hard wallet and using that for your hard wallet, and just using this app for training, getting your initial money, just getting used to sending and receiving, and then you can move to the more intermediate and advanced functions later. Don't need to worry about that at this point. It's about the NFTs. Assets will give you, these are all the assets, these are all the crypto that you can actually get off the wallet. And then what you do is you can add it to your main portfolio. So this is where you search for, if you're looking for a token. So say if I'm looking for my WTK again, it's not there. So I will search for something more common, like say Flare. So there's the Flare token. You click on it, it gives a little tick, and now it will be in your main portfolio. So yeah, so you want to just if that's not given in the portfolio as a default, you go into here to find it, and you see along here they've got all different, these are all different blockchains. So you remember each blockchain has different tokens, and they don't always talk to each other. This is why Exodus is good, because they're a general wallet that will incorporate tokens from all different kinds of blockchains. The same with Atomic. They're like a general wallet, whereas like MetaMask is a specific wallet mainly for Ethereum only. Whereas this is like all kinds of blocks. If you slide along, like it incorporates Ethereum, Cardano, and each one of these blockchains are going to have their own unique tokens. You've got the BNB Smart Chain. There's obviously a common one. You've got Cardano there. Arbitrum is connected to Ethereum, but it's a layer. Arbitrum, I think, it's a layer one. Yeah, it's a different one. Then you got Base. That's become quite a popular blockchain now. That's the Coinbase blockchain. But that's where you can go to find the token if you're looking to add it. Then up here in the top left, the icon, the Exodus icon is your home base. So that's how you find your way back. It's not particularly obvious, but that's where you go. And when you click that, it'll take you, and it'll give you like a dashboard of your total amount of tokens and its value that's in that wallet. Okay. And the little circle there, that's your portfolio. And if I scroll down, it'll give you some information on various tokens. That these ones have been already pre-added. And it gives you the latest movement and price. So you see my XRP here is at the top because it's got the money in it. And I've got 2 render as well. Now, what else? This next one, this is the wallet. This is the wallet itself. And that's just gone straight to my XRP because I clicked on it before, so it's remembered it from last time. But you just can click along the top here, and that's another way to send or receive your tokens or to look for the token. Again, it's the same thing. If you wanted to send it, you just click on it and you just click send, and then you put the address in here of the recipient of the other wallet you're sending it to. And like Atomic, you put the amount of render in there or the amount in USD. To get out, you just got to go to the X up on the top right here. And if you're going to receive it, you'd click receive. And this is the token that you would copy, use the copy squares. If it's coming from a wallet that's on your phone, this is what you use the QR code for. You can open your phone and you scan that when you're, and basically then it will just send it automatically through that. But normally you would copy that and you can email it to yourself. So if it's if you're doing it to another device, you've got to like copy it. You've got to send it somehow. So you're going to have to email it to yourself. That's really the only way that you can do it to another device. If you're sending it on the same in a different wallet on this computer, you can just copy it to the clipboard and then you open the other wallet up and then you paste. Yeah, so this is the wallet. So to get out of there, you just basically got to click back to the token you want to go back to. It's a little bit funny like that, how it's not always that user friendly. So you just got to manually click across here to move. But we're only going to really be focused on the ones with the tokens in anyway. Up here, this is the Exodus swap function, same as Atomic, the two arrows. And then you just put the amount that you want to swap from and swap to. And as I say, like if I wanted to do XRP, I could probably do an XRP swap because it will take the fee out of the XRP. So say I wanted to send, it'll probably come up with a minimum. But I'll try and swap 2 XRP for say a little bit of ETH. Now see the minimum swap is 362 XRP. So that's, that's reasonably high. That's like that's like $200 odd worth. So if you reach those minimums, that can be a little bit frustrating. So basically you'll just have to find another way. You'll have to probably, just flag the swap function in that case. Or you would, or basically you would just send it out to another wallet where it's more easier. Here, this is where you buy your crypto. In the Exodus, you can also buy in the back of the wallet with your credit card, the same as Atomic. And you'd simply like here, like say I put in $50 US and I'm buying Bitcoin. I click continue, and it'll be much the same where you have to just put in your credit card details. And yep, just go preview. In this case, you've got to put in your email address, continue. So for those of you who've got an Exodus wallet and you've got no crypto, this is what you would do. You would give this a go. And then it will send you a code to your email, and I'd put that in. And you just follow the prompts from there. It's really just quite step by step. It's quite basic. It's not too onerous. And I could see if it's come through and I could put it in. Yep, it has 829677. So you put that in there. I have read and agree, continue. And then you've got to put in your country. So this might ask for KYC. It's possible. So yeah, they're wanting my name. You've got to put your address in as well. I'll just put a very basic, put any old address. And then go to the next. And then you just got to fill in this questionnaire. Source of funds, just put salary. Acting on your own behalf. You always say yes, never not. Are you a politically exposed person? No, you absolutely are not. Continue. Citizenship, New Zealand. Continue. I've never done this before, so. And now this is where you've got to verify your ID. And I'm not going to be able to go any further than this. So this is part of the course that we've got to do now. If you want crypto, you're going to have to do this. And there's no other way around it when this comes up. So yeah, I can't go any further than that. You've got to have your passport, and you're going to need your phone as well. And then you've just got to follow the instructions from there. It's just simply a matter of reading everything that's on the screen really well, taking your time, not getting panicky, because once you start getting panicky, you'll make mistakes and you won't be able to read. You'll miss the details. And look, if anything goes wrong at this stage, it will just stop you from doing it, and you'll just have to make sure you've done it right before you move on. Anyway, you can't really stuff anything up at this point. It's mainly the sending and receiving of tokens that is the most important thing. So yeah, so I've gone as far as I could on that. I'll just exit out of there. Whoops. Let's go back to the wallet. So now I'm back at the wallet. So they've even got a sell crypto here, but I wouldn't. I don't suggest you sell crypto back to your bank account. The idea is to buy it. It's not to oscillate between fiat and crypto. The idea is to buy crypto and hold it. If you're sending crypto back to the bank account, you're liable to get your bank on your back, and they want to know what the funds are, and they could easily freeze your account. I hear it all the time. The idea is to get crypto in your wallet and hold it until the cutover moment comes and regulations come and the reset comes, and then you're going to see a whole different world open up, and your crypto is going to suddenly have all these places where you can use it, and you'll be watching the value going up. All things being equal, and if you've got the right token or everything else, then that's when crypto comes into its own. When it's actually got a use case and it's been sanctioned and it's been regulated, and we get the green light, basically. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and we don't need to think about that right now. The idea is just to get your crypto and get safety in a decentralized wallet. So that really covers Exodus. Well, I've done a whole hour just on those two wallets, so I can barely even get any further. I was going to quickly show you also about MetaMask. Also, I was going to see if I can show you how to download the Decent wallet, which is the Decent wallet is very easy because it's phone only. Uh, um,
I will stop the share now because I can see my engine.
uh, I'm not sure if anyone can still hear me, but it looks like my whole computer froze up then. Uh, okay, good. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, so I don't know how much you missed of that, but I'm having like Monday. This is the same as Monday. So anyone want to ask a question, feel free to, what I think I'll do is I'll stop recording because it's taking power. It's probably